So this is the video of what I've done on the 2 litre zetec. So second-hand engine, I think that cost about $350. ECU I got off a Bang Racing page, that was £75. It's cut down, so literally all we have: switch live, coil pack plug there, so that goes into there, and your crankshaft sensor or flywheel sensor, whatever you want to call it. Now I went with ZZR 1100 carbs, but they have 2 throttle cables, one basic push and pull, which is not ideal for what we have, but I've made this little mechanism for now, which is just so I can test the engine in the car, and then I'll probably change it to different carbs. So in the fans, I've got original fans off 2 litre Mark II Focus that I've got a wire up. I've ordered some relays and fan speed module control, and that was only about £5. So yeah, basically your engine mounts are homemade, so 3 bolts in there's 100 here. This is basically homemade, just so it has the original zetec, the original Pinto start motor with 12mm spacers. So this is when the start motor engages, it then gets onto the flywheel, because if you don't have the spacers, it will be on the flywheel teeth all together. Now the flywheel is standard zetec flywheel and clutch, with the Pinto thrush bearing or clutch release bearing and the standard fork arm. I'll show you underneath in a minute of the mk2 sleigh cylinder, but at the minute this is the alternator kit from Retro Ford that comes with this pulley here. That's in the same positions I believe the power steering pump was, and then that obviously comes with handy little mounts there, in basically an original position where the alternator was. But the zetec one won't work because it's controlled by the ECU, so this will basically work if you put an exciter wire on it and run it. I had to put a diode in, which, if you don't know, that's a one-way valve basically for electric. So because when the alternator is spinning, it puts out a charge back through into your loom, which then will keep the ignition on constant, which you don't want that because it doesn't turn off. So that should stop that. I haven't actually tested that yet. So water wise, I would recommend buying the Retro Ford kit. The only issue with that is it comes along here, so that would then make you buy their rear-wheel drive exhaust, which isn't a problem if you want to spend a lot of money. But I've got the original one so far, and I made this up. This is just stainless steel tubing I got off eBay. I'll then make a bracket to go on here, and I've got to make an exhaust pipe to go down there. The rad, I couldn't tell you where the rad was because that was already in when it had 2 litre Pinto in. Now let's see if I can get underneath, show you what I did with the bottom. So this is a 2 litre sump from a Silvertop. If you can buy a Silvertop zetec engine, I believe that will be easier, but I've got the blacktop, which the sump in the blacktop, the sump's in 2 parts, which is then the back of the bell housing doesn't match with the type-9, so that's that. And here basically this has to be shortened down to allow for clearance there. Now this has got but 2, you can see a bit of that, like straight bar there. It's got that built inside as well, so it's plenty strong enough, stronger than what the factory would have gave. So that's that. Also on your steering rack, you've got to move the stoppers. I don't know if there's a technical term for it, but the bit on that cross member section, there's a bit that stops your steering rack from going over tight, and you have to move that down. So you then have to take off on your steering rack. You've got two little lugs either side. You're then going to have to move them down, which ain't a huge job if you can weld. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to try get underneath to show you the slave cylinder now, which I made. So there's the MX5 slave cylinder. It just a bit of angle, drill a hole. What you want to do is take this bell housing off, unbolt the 4 bolts inside, just to make it easy. You can put it on the bench then. Drill 2 holes there and there, and you can either nut and bolt, but I'd recommend tapping a die in them so nothing can go inside. And then that's that. You may struggle bleeding this because obviously it's at the top, but yeah, a bit of perseverance with it, and you'll be alright. And I believe that's it.